एक्सपीरियंस आप बोल
Thank you, Prasanna.
सबको धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Prasanna
नमस्कार.
ji.
जय
Thank
हिंद.
you.
वंदे
Thank you very
मातरम.
much. Now there are some more members also to speak, and we have to conclude by 6 o'clock. That means the minister's reply and passing of the bill. So I would request the remaining members may speak maximum 3 to 4 minutes. And wise man, as I am told from my school days, that wise man only speak for 3 minutes. So, Sri Krishna.
As much as possible. I'll try to be wise. Thank you, sir. Anti-doping bill, this is very much needed at this hour, sir. Mainly because of two reasons. The first one being, we used to wait for days together when the Olympics was telecasted, when India will win the medal. But in the last Tokyo Olympics, we could get almost 7 medals, sir. That means we are going in the direction of being a huge sporting nation. Huge sporting nation, sir. And also the second reason that this bill is very much needed is because of the reason that India right now is standing at the third position. It's not a very happy position, sir, with respect to the number of anti-doping incidents doping incidents that is happening across the world. After Russia and Italy, India is standing at number 3. So this bill is very much needed, sir. Most of the time, the doping happens at 2 levels. One is at an individual level in the sense that his whole team put together will try to influence in such a way that the doping will happen. The primary example that we all know is Lance Armstrong, who is a 7-time Tour de France winner. That he's not just one athlete can do it, but his whole team has to collude with him and has to do it. So I appreciate the treasury benches that that we're not just punishing the athlete, but actually we are punishing the whole team. So I appreciate them. And the second way that this whole thing happens is the primary example that we saw in Russia, sir, wherein the whole system, starting from the doping agency to the athlete level to the coaches level, everyone has colluded in such a way that doping happens. So this is a very serious issue, sir, that we should consider when we are looking at this bill, mainly because that this has happened in Russia, mainly because there is no autonomy given to these doping agencies in that country, sir. With this bill that is being presented here, I need some clarification with respect to the autonomy that is being given to the people that have been put in place to look after this, sir. Mainly starting with the Director General of this doping agency. There is no mention of the qualification, what qualification that someone is required to become a Director General of NADA. There is no clarity on that, sir. And also there is no clarity on removal of how a Director General will be removed. There is no clarity, so I request the Minister to give the clarity on that. Second one is the same thing, sir, with the appeals panel and the disciplinary panel. There is no clarity on their removal of them. What reasons are to be given to remove them? There is no clarity on that, sir. Third main clarification I need is with regards to the hearing panels. There is no mention of anti-doping experience which is required if a hearing panel is convened or put in place. There is no clarity on whether they need an anti-doping experience or not, sir. And fourth one is with respect to the vice chairperson forming the panel, sir. There are 4 vice chairpersons that are put in place, but there is no clarity on if, say, for example, chairperson is not there, which vice chairperson will actually form the committee, sir. There is no clarity on that. So if Ministry can give the clarity on that. And finally, sir, with respect to the random testing, even this aspect, India is really falling behind. We have seen in 2019 there were over 4,000 samples that have been collected, sir. But in 2020, just before a year before we are supposed to go to Olympic Games, there were only 1,186 samples that have been collected, sir. Maybe it's because of COVID and other reasons, but still, I think, as other members have mentioned, that we need to increase the number of testing centers so that this anti-doping, this doping incidents that doesn't happen, sir. We wholeheartedly, YSR Congress Party, wholeheartedly support this bill, sir. The main reason being that we want the youth of this country to see good in athletes, and they are good role models in athletes, and also we want youth of the country to see that India will play fair, India will play hard, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sri Krishna ji. Now, Mr. Ram Mohan Naidu.